As you know, Your Highness, there's a lot of concern here in this country and in this region that a Trump administration will be less supportive of the Middle East because of concerns over terrorism, for example, immigration, and the cost of military support. Do you expect a meaningful shift in U.S. policy here?
Well, you know, it's no secret that the relationship between Saudi Arabia and the Arab world in general and the United States has not been very nice, if I can use this term, in the last eight years or so. They've been very turbulent. I think with the Trump administration, at least we will get a focused strategy, a focused plan, focused policy, whereby at the end of the day, Mr. Trump will represent the United States and the whole world. And I think once he begins thinking deeply about the role of the Arab world and Saudi Arabia and its support to the United States, I think a relationship will be a lot more improved between both groups, Saudi Arabia and Arab world on one side and the United States.
So regardless of what exactly it is he tries to do, you see it getting better?
You know, look, I always like to differentiate between candidate Trump, President-elect Trump, and President Trump. We already have seen the growth and advancement between, and the change between candidate Trump and President-elect Trump. And I can assure you that the change between President-elect Trump and President Trump will be also different.
Your Royal Highness, Saudi Arabia is trying to, very slowly I should add, wean itself off of oil. The Deputy Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has initiated a plan to transform and transition this economy by cutting government spending, attracting foreign investment, and raising revenue. It is an enormous and unprecedented undertaking. Is it going to work?
Well, we have seen the Brexit in the UK. We have seen the surprise win of Mr. Trump in the United States. The whole world is seeking change. And thanks God that Saudi Arabia got Mohammed bin Salman under his father, the King Salman, and with the support of Prince Mohammed bin Naif, who is the Crown Prince, to really establish all these new rules for Saudi Arabia to lessen its dependence on, dangerous dependence on oil, which have been really asking for since more than 5 years ago. But thanks God it's happening right now. So less dependence on oil, budgetary constraints, increasing revenues from various areas. So all these are very much welcomed and supported by me personally.
How do you demonstrate your support? What can you do to help him?
Oh, I mean, I'm in continuous contact with Prince Mohammed, and I meet Prince King Salman every week once. So my support is very much established. But clearly, right now, we are going to really invest in many of the projects that he's talking about. For example, I've just talked today, for example, to just 2 hours ago, the executive chairman of Six Flags. And you know, Six Flags being very public about its coming in as its expectation to come to Saudi Arabia
and build amusement parks.
Oh yes, I just talked to him. I mean, we just told him that we are international investors, and he knows obviously Kingdom Holding. He knows that we invested with Disney in Paris, so he welcomed that, and we already established link with them right now to begin having the private sector headed by Kingdom Holding to invest with him, with Six Flags. So we are going to support them by having a private sector and employ our money of Kingdom Holding and private sector to be in support of public sector money, which is of Saudi Arabia.
Your Royal Highness, help people to understand how delicate this balancing act is between the royal family on the one side, of course, and public servants and the Saudi people on the other.
Well, you know, some members of the royal family, like King Salman, Mohammed bin Naif, Prince Mohammed bin Naif, Prince Mohammed Salman, are members of our family, but also are government officials. Yes. Now, in my case, I'm a member of our family, but I'm a private citizen. I'm in private sector. So really, it's you know, when Prince Mohammed bin Salman interacts with the business community, interacts with the government officials, he interacts in his capacity as being government official.